Smith. I work here at the Carroll County Family Center. I just want to let you know that anything you say in here was confidential unless you threaten to harm yourself or someone else. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's get started. So I was looking over your file and I noticed that you were just recently divorced. Could you tell me a little bit about your divorce?
Well, my husband left me. He was cheating on me. I found him sleeping with the maid. It's just been really bad, really hard.
Okay, so, and I also see that you have 3 children. Could you tell me about your children?
Yeah, Sarah, she's 3, and Jeff is 12, and Lily's 16, and it's just really rough raising 3 kids, and my husband's not there anymore, and he's not providing us any money. I mean, he gives enough that child support, makes him give, but that's not enough to, pay for my house and send them to school and feed them and clothe them. And so I've had to resort to food stamps and other welfare options just to survive.
Oh, okay. And I noticed that your husband was actually pretty, wealthy. What was his job?
He's a corporate lawyer at a big firm in downtown Atlanta. Yeah, he makes lots of money, but of course, with him being a corporate lawyer, he just quickly shuffled our case right out the door and got everything that he wanted, and I didn't get anything. Like, he took the house and the cars, and, I can't even afford to get my hair done or my makeup. I mean, look at me. Like, it's just awful. And everybody sees me on the street, and people know me, they know who I am, and they're like, oh, Jennifer, you look, how's it going? And then they get that sympathy thing. I'm sick of it. Sick of all of this.
Okay, so when you say the sympathy thing, before you became, had to resort to, food stamps and welfare. So tell me what your lifestyle was like.
Oh man, I mean, I thought we were happy. Like, yeah, he worked a lot, and he was always gone, but we didn't lack for anything. My kids had everything they wanted, and we lived in this really nice house, and we had a maid. I didn't even have to do like the chores or anything. Like, of course, we ended up screwing her. So, but yeah, we lived a very lavish lifestyle, and now I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment. My kids are living on the floor, but it's all we can afford, especially in downtown Atlanta. I have to stay close because of, what the courts provided in our child support and everything. He has to be able to see them. So I can't leave, the city.
Okay, so I hear you saying that, before you resorted to being in a 1-bedroom apartment, you guys you had everything, the monetary, the financial assistance. Your husband was being very great with that. And when he divorced you, everything seemed to just go downhill. Did you think that he would support you when you got a divorce?
Absolutely. When we first got together, we were very young and we were very much in love. And, he said, if we ever do have to divorce, don't worry about it. I've got you. I'm going to make a life for us. Our kids, they'll never hurt for anything. And they really don't. I mean, he sees them, and when they're with him, of course, he buys them whatever they want. But when they're with me, I can't do the same. It makes me look like the bad parent. Mama can't. I want to go live with Dad. Dad can pay for this. Dad can do this. And Dad takes us on trips. And look at where we're living, Mom. Why can't we go home?
Okay, Ms. Wills, could you tell me about your kids? How are they holding up?
Well, Sarah, she's only 3, so she really doesn't understand what's going on. And, I can't afford to put her in daycare. I don't even have a job, so I couldn't even pay for daycare. And the child support he gives wouldn't be enough for me to put her in daycare and everything like that right now. So, she's always with me, and she seems okay, a little confused, like why is she going from house to house every week, but she kind of looks at it like it's a vacation, like, oh, I get 3 days this week, going back to live with Mom, so she doesn't really understand it. It's Jeff and Lily that are having a hard time with it, Jeff's 12, he's in 6th grade, and that's just a real awkward time for, young boys and young girls. So, at school, they go to this nice private school. And everyone there knows that his parents are getting a divorce. They see us. We live just a few blocks from the school, so we have to walk because I don't have a car. I don't have anything. He took everything. So, I walk him, walk him and Lily to school every day, so all of his friends, are making fun of him. You have to walk to school, and your mom and dad, your dad was banging the maid and stuff. It's really hard for him. And Lily, I think she's doing drugs. I don't have enough to prove it. She's 16 and she has a car. Daddy bought her a car. It's crazy that I don't even have a car and my 16-year-old daughter does. He couldn't provide me with transportation. What if Sarah gets sick? And what if Lily's out doing whatever? I don't have any way to take Sarah to the emergency room or Jeff or anything. I'm just stranded.
That must be really hard for your family. So, if Sarah has a car, where is Sarah at most of the time? Sorry, Lily. Lily is the 16-year-old. Lily, where is she most of the time?
She gets up and she goes to school, and I see her whenever I take Jeff. Of course, I just see her car in the parking lot. They're in two separate buildings, but I assume that she's going to school. But she doesn't come home until very late. After school gets out, and I go and I walk and I meet Jeff, and we walk back home. But Lily, she won't even take her brother to school. She wants to live with her dad. She says that she throws at my face all the time. Dad would let me do this, and Dad would let me do that. And I don't know. She's out very late into the night. Sometimes she'll get home and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And she's only 16. And she'll come home and she just kind of looks like she's been either drinking or doing drugs, but I can't smell it on her, and I'm already the bad parent. I don't want to, question her or make her feel like I don't trust her, because in the end, she could ultimately move in with her father, and then all my kids are gonna leave me.
Okay, so you seem to have an array of problems here. Let's start off with the first one. You said you think Sarah is doing drugs. What led you to believe that Sarah was doing drugs?
She asked her dad for a lot of money, and I don't see any new clothes. I could understand maybe gas in the car, but it's a BMW and it doesn't cost that much to fill up a BMW, and they run forever. So there's no way that all of this money that she's asking for $300-$400 a week from her dad, for school and for clothes and for stuff like that. But I'm not seeing any of this. And her and Jeff go to the same school. Why isn't Jeff needing all of this money for school? It's got to be going somewhere. So, like I said, when she comes home, I can't smell anything on her. So it doesn't smell like she's drinking alcohol. The only thing I could think would be drugs.
Okay, I understand. So you think Sarah's doing drugs, but you can't really pinpoint it. You can't tell, you can't smell it, you can't detect it. It's just the look in her eyes. Have you ever decided or thought about sitting down and talking with Sarah about her problems?
I'm just really scared because she's so angry with all of this that's going on. I was the one that filed for divorce, so this is all my fault, and I ruined the family. But really, it was him. He was the one that was cheating. If he hadn't done this, we would still be together. I'm just worried that I'm going to sit down and try to talk to her, and she's going to flip.
So you feel as though your kids, specifically Lily, does not understand what's going on. It's really hard on you because you really want them to understand and love you. And I know you said earlier that you feel like a bad parent. Could you, tell me more about why you feel like you're a bad parent? Because I feel like you're a great parent.
Thank you. We don't have the money that we used to, and food stamps for 3 kids. I do get a lot, a good bit of food stamps, so I can feed them. And the money that he sends is, it's enough. It's like $600 a month. It's enough to kind of pay the rent, and then the rent's about $1,000, so I still come out about $400. But don't even have a way to get that. Like, it's just really hard to make ends meet. So, I'm always just doing these odd jobs trying to, make the rent and everything like that. And it's just not the life that they're used to. So they're just, they don't understand. They're all sleeping in the same room. We have pallets on the floor because it's just a one-bedroom apartment. I can afford anything else. He won't pay for anything.
Okay. So let's talk about you getting a job first. Maybe that'll be, something to be able to allow you guys to like move into a bigger apartment or, do something better. Because I know, have you had any prior experience with any other thing?
I've never had a job. He's always paid for. We got married when I was 17. He's always paid for everything. So I have no work experience. I don't even know where I would start.
So let's make a goal for you. Okay, we're gonna see where we can find you a job. First of all, let's figure out where you would like to work at. Where would you like to work?
I don't really want to do fast food because, if Jeff or Lily's friends come in and they see his mom working in fast food, they're going to get even more ridiculed than they already are. So something that, has a little more, class to it.
Okay. So do you want to work? I'm hearing that you might want to work at maybe like an office.
Yeah, like a
secretary. Okay. So we can find some different places. I think City Hall is hiring for secretaries, administrative assistants. We can look at different police stations or even small offices that, may have,
Some days when he would be off, I'd answer his phone and stuff, so I could probably put that down.
Of course, qualifications. Okay. And this is very achievable. If you live in downtown Atlanta, there are a few office buildings that, we can look up, go to the library. You can look up different places around you that and then maybe you can even start doing public transportation. Is that possible?
I could, yeah. Excuse me. The office is close to where I live. I could just walk, but yeah, I could definitely use MARTA and Uber and all the taxis in Atlanta. Of course, I could do that, especially if I'm making some money. It wouldn't hurt to. I would be able to afford it.
Okay. So let's get this goal about obtaining a job. Let's you said you want to work in the office building. Let's, see other different office buildings in your area that are first walking distance and then that you can reach by public transportation. And then let's go and see, apply for the jobs. You put down your qualifications that you or your husband's administrative assistant for some time. So, you have the clerical experience. And then let's say we'll give it about a week or two to get this done. Okay. And then also, let's go back to Sarah and Lily and Jeff. Okay. So your kids seem to be your main priority, but you're trying so very hard to, create this image that their father has, and you clearly can't, uphold that image anymore because you're not living that lifestyle. So let's sit down and have a talk with your children. Let's ask them, tell them what's really going on. Tell Lily, let's please just have a sit down mother and daughter talk. Jeff getting to understand what's going on. I say Lily, she may not understand anything that's going on, but let's just have a family day where you may cook something nice and just have a family time. A day where you just talk and bond and laugh with the kids. I think that'll be good for right now. Okay. But really, let's focus on Lily. She really seems to be the one that really needs to come back. She seems to be fading away. I just want you to bring her back. Okay. So let's do that, and I'll see you in a week.
Okay. Thank
you. Hi, Miss Littles. So the last time we met, you talked to me. We talked about, giving you a job, and you talking to Lily. How is that going for you?
It was amazing. Like with the job, I went into, a few law firms down there, and they all knew who I was. So, his competitor down there hired me on the spot. I'm sure it's kind of, taking a jab at him, but it's a really good job. I make $12 an hour now, and it's within walking distance, so I don't have to, take MARTA or anything like that. And it's really going good, just that part. There's some other struggles.
Okay, so I'm happy that you found your job, but you said there are other troubles. Could you help me understand what you mean by that?
Well, now that I make, $12 an hour, my food stamps, now I'm living $100 doesn't pay for anything. They only gave me that because I have 3 kids. Like, they really shouldn't have given me anything at all. So that got cut, and then I got to put Sarah in daycare. I can't take her to the farm with me. So then I'm not having any trouble with Lily. I tried sitting down and talking to her, but she wouldn't have it. She's been acting a lot worse lately. I really think she's on drugs.
Okay, so you said you sat down and talked with Lily. Could you, explain to me how you guys talked?
Okay, well, I sat down, it was last Saturday. We both had the day off, and I asked her, if she had any plans, and she said no. So I asked her if me and her could take a girls' day. I just got my first paycheck.
Okay.
So, I splurged just a little bit, and we got our toes painted, just painted, not the whole manicure thing. It only cost like $20. So, it was something we used to do all the time when me and my husband were together. So, I took her, and I felt like we were having a great time. And we got in the car, and I started talking to her about, me meeting with you, and, her coming home late, and how I was really worried about her. And she just lost it. I mean, she just lost it. She started screaming at me, yelling at me, telling me that I didn't know what I was talking about, how difficult this is for her, that she's just hanging out with her friends because she doesn't want to be in that crappy one-bedroom apartment. But it's all I can afford right now. It's just she doesn't see that I'm trying. She just thinks that I'm scum.
Okay, so could you help me understand what you mean by scum? Did you particularly say that word, or you just
made it up? She just thinks that I'm at the bottom of the food chain. She just thinks the worst of me right now. But I'm really trying. I got a job. Soon we're going to be able to afford to, at least get a 2-bedroom apartment, And soon, we might even be able to, get a little house or something, depending on how it goes with this new job at the law firm. It's enough to make a living. I work full time, so I don't know. She's not giving me a chance. She just wants life to be like it was, and it's not. It's not going to be like it was. I can't afford for it to be like it was, and I probably never will be able to.
Okay, so I see that Lily is gonna be a hard one to break, but maybe she's having a tough time. Like maybe she's having a tough time adapting to these two new lifestyles. It has been thrown at her all of a sudden. She's used to glitz and glamour, and now she has to kind of downgrade to adjust to living in a one-bedroom apartment, sleeping on the floor, a pallet, when she was sleeping in her own room, her own space. So it is probably hard on her. So did you talk to her about the drugs?
I mentioned it, and that was what she told me that I didn't know what I was talking about. But I shouldn't have done this, but I looked in her purse. I found birth control and these other little white pills. It's got to be something.
Okay, so this is pretty new, pretty hard. I'm sure that was hard to, adjust to or see, especially as a mother who's trying and you feel like you're getting nowhere. That's very understandable. So that probably was a slap in the face.
It was. She's only 16 in birth control, and she'd been taking them like it wasn't a brand new pack. Like there were pills missing. I didn't know she was having sex. Is she having sex? Maybe she's just being careful. And if she's just being careful, then that's fine. But I'm glad that she's being responsible at least. Now I don't know how to bring that up. Like there's so much going on in her life, and I'm trying to get our life together. My life together. It's a lot to tackle her life and mine too.
Okay, so at this point, Ms. Littles, you've got your new job, and you're feeling great about it. But there's also the discussion of Lily and how she feels in this new birth control and finding other white pills, and you just feel as though Lily is the one that does not understand. So maybe we need to sit down and have a talk with Lily. Do you think, taking her to a therapist, or even refer her to one of our agencies or one of our people here would probably help her out? Because maybe she's just very misunderstood. And, she's not trying to listen to mom because mom isn't like that.
Maybe I feel like she really resents me. Like maybe that's why she won't talk to me. She hates me right now. I understand. in her eyes, I ruined everything. Like I filed for divorce. Like why couldn't I just stay? You know, like so. Really, it looks to her like I ruined her life. I think it would be good to get her some therapy and have someone else to talk to. Maybe she would open up to them. You know.
Okay. So, many schools offer free therapy. So, have you ever knew about or heard about any therapy at her school?
I don't know if she would do it through her school because if the kids found out that she was in therapy, she would probably be ridiculed. I'm sure her father would pay for therapy if I asked him to. I haven't really talked to him since the divorce.
Okay. So maybe it would be a great idea, Jeff, your husband, could maybe help out a little more. You know, it seems as though his role is only providing monetary benefits, or even just kind of taking them out and just really not being the father figure that they really need at this moment.
He's just throwing money at the issues. And they think that that's great, you know. I can't throw money at anything. I don't have any money. Yeah, he could definitely afford to help us. I just don't know that he would. I mean, it's not going to me. It would go to the children. I don't know. There should have been something in the custody agreements about childcare or something.
Okay. So you mentioned that you haven't talked to Jeff ever since the divorce. So maybe it should be a good time for you guys to maybe sit down and talk, come to a mutual agreement about the kids. You need Sarah is 3, she needs daycare. Jeff needs, more clothes, more shoes, and Lily needs therapy. We really need to get Lily, therapy, get her talking, trying to figure out what's going on in her life. Because maybe, she's, like I said, very misunderstood. So maybe we can just get her to talk to someone about it. Maybe, she'll start coming around, opening up to you more.
Maybe Jeff could use some therapy too, I mean, he's not really acting out like Lily, but I'm sure it's having a toll on him too.
So we can have maybe like a family therapy kind of thing. Or we can kind of get Sarah in there too. So if you can just talk to your husband about, finding a therapist, pay for a therapist for you guys. Maybe he can even come join along. Maybe it's having a toll on him too. That's probably why he just can't, seem to face you or only throw money at the kids. So let's just maybe we can have a family therapy thing coming along here. So let's make a goal. So the next time we talk, we're gonna first, like I said, we're gonna get therapy. Let's sit down and talk to Jeff about your husband, about what the family needs in general when it comes to food and finances and everything. And even just emotional wise, like the kids really probably need their dad around. They're so used to having him around. And now it's hard when he's not there. So let's talk to him about that. Like, playing a more active role in their lives, not just vacations and, throwing them off to whoever, even the nanny. So
that's one thing. The nanny has been there for them, their entire life, but I didn't know that he was sleeping with her all this time. And now I'm scared. Like I don't even want them over there with her. And I can't really be like that because that's their nanny. They don't see her any different. Like, yeah, dad was sleeping with her, but she's still like very special in their eyes. So I worry about that a lot too.
So that must have been really hard for you. I'm very, very sure it must have been really hard for you. So let's talk to Jeff about maybe instead of throwing them off to the nanny, let's let him, have a day out with the kids and just talk and bond, and then let's also, merge into the conversation of therapy. We all need this. Divorce has really taken a toll not only the kids, but us as well. We feel like we're being more distant. I have to do more for the kids, and like I just feel as though you're not there. So let's just get the conversation going about what we could do as parents to help our kids out a little bit more. Because it's hard. So let's get that going. Let's see how that turns around, and maybe Lily will come around. Maybe she'll realize her problems and her mistakes, and maybe she'll even admit to you about her birth control and why she's taking it. Maybe she start that conversation up as well.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a really good idea.
Okay, so the next time we meet, I want to know what Jeff thought about therapy and how he feels about therapy, and a group of family therapy, and how he feels about the kids. Okay, so I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Hi, Miss Littles. Nice to see you again. It's been a week, maybe a few more extra weeks, because you said you need a few more weeks to, get adjusted to your other therapy sessions and deal with the kids, and that's very understandable. So tell me how that's going. Is that going great for you?
It's going really good so far. Me and Jeff sat down and we talked about everything, and he agreed that he saw some, changes going on with the kids that he didn't feel like were, right. And he agreed to pay for therapy and get them, all enrolled. So that was really, really helpful. And when me and him sat down and talked, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. He opened up and said, he fired the nanny. He's hired a new one who's going to be taking care of Sarah. So neither of us will have to. He's technically going to pay child care because he's, paying the nanny, but the nanny's going to come watch her at my house. So I know that nothing is going on, and I feel, more secure with that. And it's just, he said, he's just trying to figure out his own life. He realized he made mistakes, and, of course we're not going to get back together. That'll probably never happen, but I'm glad that he, realizes that he messed up and he's trying to change himself, fix himself.
Okay, I'm very happy for you, very proud of your family making these new improvements, and I love the fact that we came up with these goals and they're actually working out in our favor. That's really good. Okay. So how is Lily? Is Lily showing improvement?
I don't really try to talk to her about what is said in therapy because I know it's all confidential, like you said when we first met. So I've just tried to, give her space and stand back and just try to watch the improvements by themselves. And she started, coming home after school, and I'm seeing her do homework. So I know that she's really going to school now. Me and her, she came home one day and she talked to me about the birth control. She's seeing this new guy, and he seems really nice. I know his parents, of course, we know everyone, but he seems like a really nice kid. They're not having sex yet, or that's what she told me. I can't, really be sure, but she said it's just, precautionary. She just wanted to take it just to make sure. So, our relationship's getting a lot better. I still don't know about the white pills. I might never know about the white pills, but I haven't seen any more. She seems to be improving a lot.
Okay. So I don't want to suggest wipe the white pills under the rug. I think that maybe you should maybe just kind of ask her about them. Like, I saw white pills. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Get her to talk about it. Don't like shove it at her, but just kind of like gradually, bring it in as a conversation. Since you guys' relationship is improving and she won't spaz on you, maybe you could, get her to talk about it with you more calm. And so how is Chef doing? You said, you feel as though your son Jeff, you feel as though it's just, taking a toll on him. Is he showing any improvement as well?
He seems a lot better. He started, talking to me more. He was very shut off for a while, just would come home and be on his phone and kind of by himself. And he started, hanging out with me a little bit and just kind of getting back to his old self. So, he wasn't really acting out or anything like that. So I can't say that there's a big improvement, but I feel like he's definitely coming out of this a little more. Yeah.
Okay. So you feel as though your family is getting a lot closer, and that's perfect. That's wonderful. Lily's coming around and everything's going great. I'm just so happy for you. I'm so happy that everything is, working out for your family and working out for you. And I'm so happy for you. So tell me how your job is going. Is that going?
Yeah, it's going really well. I actually just got a raise. I'm now instead of just being like a secretary, I also get to kind of follow the lawyer kind of thing and sit within the office and take notes and stuff. So that was a pay raise, and I think in a few weeks I'm going to be able to either afford a small house or maybe just stay in the apartment complex and get maybe a 3-bedroom or something like that. Yeah.
That's great. I'm so happy for
I
you.
know, thank you. Yeah, things are really looking up so far. I just, I hope it continues to go like this.
Okay. So and you said Sarah is doing pretty well with the nanny.
Yeah, at first she didn't really like the new nanny. She thought it was going to be her old nanny, but as soon as they started playing house, she forgot all about it.
Right.
She's still very young, so yeah. We've tried, I've tried to explain to her, mommy and daddy, we broke up, we're not getting back together, but we still love each other, we still care about each other, we're still gonna be there for her. Me and Big Jeff, we've talked a lot about our co-parenting relationship, just really working on that. We text a lot, how are the kids doing? He started calling, maybe every other night just to tell the kids good night kind of thing. So I feel like them seeing us work together is making them feel better. When we weren't talking and everything, it put a lot of strain in with everybody. Even me, like I was just like, what is he doing? What is he, when he's with the kids? What are they doing? I didn't know. I felt like maybe he was bashing me when we were around, when they were around each other. But he seems, very just trying to, and of course, it all happened. He's not acting like it didn't happen, but he's really doing well. Just dealing with the kids and stuff, and trying to make sure that their relationship doesn't suffer just because ours did.
That's great. So it seems as though everything is working out, from the family therapy to the kids coming around to you and Jeff like co-parenting or communicating more, and that's great. So tell me how you are feeling. Are you feeling better, or are you just going by, or are you just really happy with what's going on?
I'm feeling a lot better. The divorce was really hard. I took a lot. Even sometimes, our friends and stuff will come by the new law firm, because all the lawyers hang out together. They go golfing at lunch and stuff, and they see me and they ask how I'm doing. They ask about Big Jeff and everything. And that's a little hard, that everybody just knows my business is very out in the open. But I've been learning how to just deal with it. People are going to be nosy, People are gonna, talk and stuff like that. And of course, Jeff fired the old nanny, so they're not seeing each other anymore. So it doesn't seem quite as bad, At least we just separated, We're not seeing anyone else right now. It just, I don't know. But my job's going really well. Nobody, I'm making friends at the law firm. Before I was just at home by myself all day. I had a few girlfriends, but they kind of left me, whenever me and my husband divorced, because I couldn't afford to hang out with them anymore. But the girls at the law firm, at this new law firm that I'm working at, they really understand where I'm coming from, and lots of them are younger, and it's like their first job too. So we both make things. Some of them make even less than me, and so we don't have to go on these fancy dates and stuff. We can really just talk and be friends and things like that. So I'm developing new relationships there.
Okay, so it seems like everything is looking up for you even at your job, for you in particular. I want to make sure that you're doing well and you're progressing, and that you're not feeling any, tension, or you're feeling down or anything. Have you thought about treating yourself out, like, going to the spa, or getting your nails and toes done by yourself, getting some drinks?
I don't know. I've been getting my nails done, so that's a little something, but I only really do it just because at the law firm I want to look the part. I'm really just trying to save up to get us a bigger house, because I feel like if the kids could get their own space more, it would kind of feel like they have a home instead of us all piling in the living room, or one person in the bedroom and everything like that. But it's gonna take some time. I've got to save up for beds, and of course Lily's probably gonna want to decorate her room, and Sarah's gonna want her own room. And Jeff, he just really couldn't care. He's just a little boy. He doesn't. He could sleep on the couch for the rest of his life. He'd be fine. But it's gonna take some time to get back on my feet. But hopefully, things will continue.
Okay. So at the beginning of our interview, you had a problem of divorce, and you had gotten into being on government assistance, and how that, you weren't really used to that. And now that, everything's looking up, I see this progression, and I'm so proud of you and your family. It's like you guys are really coming around, like, a lot of the goals we set, and even in your therapy session, how you guys, coming around. I'm just really excited for you guys. It's a really great, accomplishment to see you guys coming around, and I'm really happy. So, you said you were looking for a bigger house. So, or a house that fits you guys? Have you been like actually looking? Like, do you have the money set aside, or how's that coming along for you?
Well, I've set aside quite a good bit of money. I could, we could go ahead and move into a 3-bedroom apartment, but I've really just been looking for houses. I just don't know if I can afford one right now. I've been looking around, the Atlanta area is very expensive and renting a house is very expensive. So I'm not really sure if I'm ready to take that jump yet.
Okay.
So I think I'm just going to try probably just moving into a 3-bedroom apartment, seeing how that goes for a little while and save up more money and see how financially I can afford the 3-bedroom apartment and then maybe start looking at a house.
Okay. So you mentioned that you don't have a car. So what about, are you looking for a car? Or you just, adapting to being everything, being in walking distance and everything?
Yeah, I did buy a bike. It makes things a little faster and, helps me, get some exercise in and things like that. But the law firm is, a very short walk and everything in Atlanta is very, just right there. So I haven't really thought about buying a car. I guess I might need one though, just in case something happens.
Okay. So, and then what do you do for groceries and shopping? Is everything, do you guys have like a grocery store nearby? So
Yeah. We have a grocery store down the street. We do a lot of shopping just at the little Quick Mart. They have like bread and sandwich meat and things like that. Sarah's a very picky eater. She only eats chicken nuggets. So you can't really, it doesn't take much to please her. It's really just, and I'm really, she's out a lot still, so she has her own money and stuff. So she, often eats with her friends or will go buy her own food kind of thing. Sometimes I cook and things like that. It's kind of hard, riding my bike up to the Kroger and getting enough groceries and having to carry them back. I think I should look into buying a car.
a car would probably be a little beneficial, like you said, if anything were to happen, with the kids or anything, or with Jeff, having to reach you. I think a car would be nice. Maybe a little used car, maybe around $3,000 or $4,000. Not much. Save up a little money. Maybe when you ask your husband Jeff to help you get a car for the kids, like it'll be free.
I could try one of those. I know they're kind of sketchy, but one of those like buy here, pay here places.
Okay.
They don't check your credit. I don't have any credit. Everything was in Big Jeff's name, so. But I could probably do that and just pay a little on a used car kind of thing.
Okay.
That way I wouldn't have to come out of pocket $3,000 or $4,000 right at the drop of a hat, but budget it out a little bit.
Sounds great. Sounds like a great plan. I really think that'll work for you because it'll be, like I said, it'll be great for you and the kids. Y'all getting around just in case. So you want to go out and have family time and something is not in walking distance. It'll be great. Like go to the park or like go to an attraction in Atlanta. It'd be great if you had a car to get there.
Yeah.
So I think we we're gonna get in your car, but I feel like everything else is great. So we had a great session here. Now that I had so much fun talking with you and meeting with you and getting to know you better. I'm happy that we set our goals from the beginning with your divorce and the kids Lily not thinking that she's on drugs. So I'm so happy that you guys clarified that she was just being safe and that she's actually not on drugs. And that, Sarah and, with your husband and the nanny and how you fight her, I think that was a great thing for him to do, especially. And then the co-parent and you guys coming together, I think that's wonderful. So it's been so nice talking with you, Miss Littles.